Is the only one seeing these little raisin-headed bastards who have come up from the basement. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my top 10 performances in made-for-TV movies. This is kind of like an adjunct video, a spin-off of my top 10 performances in horror movies, which was a response to a tag video from Sean Urshan. He tagged a bunch of people, and Shannon from Rusting Willpower tagged me, and I actually had a live stream where I read off a bunch of honorable mentions and then my top 10 horror performances. Well, this is going to be made for TV movie performances, and we're going to start off with the classic Duel, and I'm talking about Dennis Weaver as Mr. Man, kind of the everyman whose last name is actually Man. Just a great performance. He just gets rattled and just absolutely frazzled by the end of this movie. Paranoid and sweaty. I mean, it's almost like a one-man show. It's him in the truck, you know, and he carries the whole thing. It's fantastic. Next is the only film that I don't own, and I'm going to go with Karen Black in Trilogy of Terror. She plays 4 different characters in 3 different segments. My favorite, and the favorite of many people, is the last one, Amelia, where she goes up against the Zuni fetish doll. So Karen Black for Trilogy of Terror. And what I'm going to do with honorable mentions is mention them along the way, okay? So I'm going to have several in Salem's Lot. But first, I'm going to go with James Mason as my 3rd favorite performance in a made-for-TV movie. Now, for honorable mentions, I'm going to go with Reggie Nalder. I mean, look at that face. As Mr. Barlow, David Soul, and also Ed Flanders, okay, as the doctor, you know, the father of the young man who's obsessed with monsters. Ed Flanders was so good. So I'm going to mention The Trial of Lizzie Borden, and I'm going to give an honorable mention to Ed Flanders in that movie, but also to Elizabeth Montgomery. I don't actually own that one. That's a great one. But, yeah, let's get back to our top 10. So my 4th one is going to be Kim Darby in Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Another performance where you have a main character who's getting more and more frazzled because people aren't believing her. Her house is invaded by these little demonic raisin-headed bastards that come up from her basement, and it's just a great performance. The poor woman. And let me give an honorable mention to William Dearst. He's like the handyman who sort of comes with the house and who says, keeps warning them not to go in the basement. The way he delivers his lines, like, hey, some things shouldn't be messed with. It's just perfect. You can't imagine anyone else in the role. Next, got 2 Kolchak made-for-TV movies. The Night Stalker, of course, came out first, and then The Night Strangler. So I'm going to go, of course, with the late, great Darren McGavin as Kolchak, but I'm also going to go with Simon Oakland as Vincenzo. He was in both films as well. So Simon Oakland and Darren McGavin. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So my 7th favorite performance in a made-for-TV movie. This might be an obscure one. The late, great James Earl Jones in UFO. Hey, let's give Estelle Parsons an honorable mention in this one. James Earl Jones as Barney Hill, who claimed that he was kidnapped by aliens. Maybe a little primitive in some ways as far as special effects go, but fantastic acting from James Earl Jones. There's a scene where he goes under hypnosis and to remember the incident in which he's kidnapped by these aliens, followed and kidnapped, and he lets out a scream of sheer terror. I mean, it's absolutely chilling. James Earl Jones, UFO incident. Next, a deluxe edition of Gargoyles. What can you say? Classic made-for-TV movie. Starring a young Scott Glenn. But I'm going to go with Cornell Wilde as the father researching things. I don't know. In the desert. But anyway, they come across gargoyles. I mean, he throws everything into it. Made for TV movie or not. He gives it his all in this role. So Cornell Wilde. in Gargoyles. Next. Wow. Which one of the performances do I pick from Dark Knight of the Scarecrow? I'm going to go with Charles Durning as Otis Hazelrig. Otis P. Hazelrig, who leads a town of bigots against a mentally challenged man who they believe has assaulted a young girl. Whoops, he didn't do it. Bubba didn't do it. So a Scarecrow comes back to get his revenge. I'm also going to give an honorable mention to Larry Drake in this role. Fantastic performance from Larry Drake. But Charles Durning is my 9th one. And one more. The last one. I reviewed this a little bit a while ago on my channel. Please go back and check it out. I'm going to go with Scott Jacoby as the title character in Bad Ronald. He's doing the creepiest of creepy things. I mean, he's such a creep. But there are times you feel so bad for him at the same time. You really do. Yeah, so Scott Jacoby as Bad Ronald. And there you go, everybody. There's my top 10 performances in made-for-TV movies and a handful of honorable mentions. Let me know some of your favorite performances in made-for-TV movies and what are some of your favorite made-for-TV movies in general. Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you next time. Later.